So here's the bushing situation. Obviously stock. Here's the one I have modified, which I think is ready, and that's what it looks like new. And for reference, that was the 5241 Moog ones. I really don't know how much I cut off of the bottom of this. Here's a little better look. It kind of has that lip, you can see it there. That beveled lip that goes down, and I just kind of cut it off flush with right where that line is using this thing, which I found to be the easiest. And then I just took my grinder, my bench grinder, to basically kind of mold this, shave it down and mold that down, so that way it wouldn't be, I wouldn't be getting thinner here on this side of the bushing than at the top. And then the inside, although it's not really showing up well here, I have hogged out significantly. And this is where my real question is, or was, is that this is a 24 millimeter or 15/16, I don't know, however they're measuring that stuff. It's the same thing, sway bar. And that's what Moog said this is for, but this is how it fits, which, I don't know, didn't seem to be a very good fit to me. That's it? And it's not going to squish down that much. So I really hogged it out and got it down to here, which I think by the time I finally get the thing onto the car and start squishing it down, I think that'll give me just about the right amount of compression versus what this would have been, which was there ain't no way. And then my combination to hog that center hole out has been a Forstner bit, I think it's a 7/8 Forstner bit to get the chunks out, and then this thing to kind of smooth it down on the inside. But I'm hoping that when I am done, we're better than this, which was not really doing anything at all. We'll find out. Well, it was almost perfect. I just got the end links in here. As I was tightening it down, and I was afraid of this, I guess I pulled the threads out of the frame, so that won't tighten down anymore. And I feel like it would tighten and squish that down, the remaining, because it worked pretty good over here. I didn't have that trouble over here. And we're in there pretty solid. I think this was probably pretty rusty threads to begin with, so I'm going to have to get a size bigger bolt or something. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, but I think the rest of it was pretty good. Well, hold the phone. It wasn't the threads in the frame. It was the threads on the bolt. And here's the front one that actually did tighten up, but it's got some little bit of cancer too, but it's okay for now. So I found something in my junk can that I think is going to work, so let's try that. All right, here's the final product. Pretty good. Got squished down on there. That's the bolt that was stripped that I found a spare in my Folgers can for, and I think this turned out pretty good. Looks good there. That one might have a slightly bigger gap in it, but still it's pretty tight, and I'm happy with that. Maybe it's just that one side. So I left enough meat on the bushing to get some good compression down around the bar. And I think that was, if you're doing it, I think that's the key. Don't take too much off. It's got to squish something down. So Yep, if you run into that, I think that works pretty good. Good luck.